Ladies and gentlemen, what we've seen here today is an opposition who A. fails to disprove the tangible harm that we established in our first speaker, and B. based the entire case on a logical fallacy that was purely appeal to emotion. This debate is not about emotion in itself, it's about the tangible harm to the feminist movement that my first speaker proved to you in the case of regression, when he told you that regression is caused in the feminist movement in out-of-court settlements. Tangible harm and ideological harm is proved, which the opposition A did not engage with and hence consequently failed to disprove, and the burden upon them still stands. Moving on to my negative case. What we saw here today was the first speaker of the opposition strawman, that means he misconstrued the first speaker's case. What he did was, he spoke about freedom of choice, an illusion of choice, and something that they conceded to themselves. But what did we mean when we said this? We meant that when you talk about victims from low socioeconomic backgrounds having the freedom, the autonomy to choose from a court settlement or an out-of-court settlement, we say that that does not exist. Why does that not exist? It does not exist because this is an illusion. They don't have a choice. Sit down, sir, let us complete this. They do not have a choice. But this illusion of a choice actually harms the feminist movement, because of which out-of-court settlements harm the feminist movement. Because when victims, women in particular, they have to take out-of-court settlements. They're selling their bodily autonomy, their dignity, their selfhood, and because they've already done this and not put their perpetrator to punishment or to justice, this tangibly harms the feminist movement because it harms the ideals of the feminist movement, the ideals that is selfhood, bodily autonomy, and dignity. Furthermore, they talked about civil court cases, and they said, you know what? People aren't really sent to jail in civil court cases either. So our model is exactly the same as out-of-court settlements. We tell you that is not the case, because in out-of-court settlements, the victim never brings the perpetrator of a sexual crime to the eyes of the state. That is what we want you to believe, that when the perpetrator of sexual violence is being brought to the eyes of the state, he is registered as a sexual offender. This affects his entire life. He is brought to justice. The victim is brought to justice. She is being told that something wrong was done to you, and the perpetrator of sexual violence, the perpetrator who harmed you, is being put somewhere. He is being registered as a sexual offender. He is being put to justice. That is something that does not exist in out-of-court settlements. Furthermore, they talk about the practicality of out-of-court agreements, how some women need the money for medical expenses. But the fact of the matter is that we aren't arguing the practicality of out-of-court settlements, because that is not the burden on proof, that out-of-court settlements for all cases in general are bad, right? That is not what it is. In some cases, women have to accept money, okay. They can do so with civil court cases as well, because if they provided evidence, if they've done so, they get recompense from that. We believe what happens in out-of-court settlements is it harms us tangibly. How so? Because this woman has gotten the money, sure, but it hasn't given her any protection. We talked about repeat offenses, which they did not engage with. Nowhere in out-of-court settlements and confidentiality agreements does it say that the same perpetrator of sexual violence cannot commit the same crime against the same victim. And because this person already knows that this woman cannot take this case to court, or she hasn't taken this case to court, he's just going to do the same crime again and again. We give you an example of a rich man living in West America. He sexually harasses a Latina woman from a low socioeconomic background. What will happen? The woman will accept the money, sure. This person knows that women from her socioeconomic background will be accepting of this money, will be accepting of these settlements. This will create an environment for repeat offenses. And because we've already established that sexual violence and rape in general is fundamentally against the feminist movement, when you create an environment for repeat offenses, you are tangibly and ideologically harming the feminist movement in its very essence. And that is what we have to prove to you today, and that is what we have already proven to you today. We talked about Harvey Weinstein, which they did not engage with, which is a prime example of repeat offenses, and how, and how women don't really have a choice in this case. Harvey Weinstein's company had allocated a budget of $100,000 for each victim. So really the victims weren't really choosing their price either. Harvey Weinstein's company had set aside $100,000 for the first offense, $200,000 for the second offense, and $300,000 for the third offense. This proves two things: A, that repeat offenses exist, and B, that that the victims do not choose their price either, which brings me on to my positive case, which is the commodification of the victim's experience. Out-of-court agreements are commodifying the victim's experience. How? They're putting a price on someone's selfhood, bodily autonomy, and dignity. The three things that the feminist movement stands for, three rights that the feminist movement wants to ensure, specifically for women, because 90% of sexual offenses cases are women. You're allowing a perpetrator of sexual violence a privilege to say, how much can I buy your bodily autonomy for? Out-of-court agreements are an asymmetrical balance of power. Why? Because you're putting power into the hands of the criminals, because they decide how much settlement, as Rafai explained to you earlier, how much settlement the victim gives. So the victim of a sexual crime who has been harassed, whose self-worth has been challenged, isn't really allowed to negotiate to a great extent on how much money she gets. This is perpetuating impunity because you're not bringing justice to a criminal and the victim. You're saying, you know what, even though you have done this to me, I will not hold you accountable in the eyes of the state, and this damages the feminist movement, ladies and gentlemen, ideologically, by silencing the victim, which takes me to my second line of argument. Before that, any POIs?
Ma'am, what in the cases of countries where the laws and the courts themselves are patriarchal and misogynistic and sex offenders aren't prosecuted?
Thank you, sir. We believe that the feminist movement's main goals is to change cases like these, right? Is to change the judiciary where cases like these exist. When out-of-court settlements are taken, the pressure is removed that is being put by the feminist movement on the judiciaries to change. When you remove this pressure, the status quo will exist forever, and the goals that the feminist movement are trying to achieve will never be achieved because you're not letting the feminist movement bring cases forward anyways. I will explain that in my line of argument further, which is the negative precedents set by out-of-court agreements. What have we seen in the progression of the feminist movement, and what are we seeing now? Women are coming out and saying that they have been sexually harassed and that they do not take agreements and bring a criminal to court. We have seen through the Me Too campaign. What has this done? Cases from 10 years ago, 15 years ago, that victims at that time did not want to bring forward are being forward now. We believe this is because of progression of the feminist movement. We believe that when people do not take out-of-court settlements, they allow in the future for the feminist movement to build upon itself, to improve. But once you do take out-of-court agreement, you're removing any possible experience, any possible positive change that the feminist movement would have brought because of the pressures put on the feminist movement, on the judiciary, on societies. A prime example of this is rape shield laws. In 1980s, women were abhorrently outraged by how they were being treated in court in Canada. Women were asked about what their sexual promiscuity, their past sexual histories when in rape case trials. Women came out and protested against this, and this led to rape shield laws. Rape shield laws disallowed lawyers to ask women these kinds of questions. We believe that is what the feminist movement is achieving, and we believe this is how the feminist movement works. When you bring cases into the judiciary, any harm or any imbalances or bias in the judiciary ultimately change. But this cannot happen if you take an out-of-court agreement. And by this, we believe that when women take out-of-court agreements, they cause regression in the feminist movement, because everything that the feminist movement achieved in terms of judiciary, in terms of society, is regressed because you go back to not bringing yourself forward, not representing yourself in society. So for a movement based on pressures for change, when you remove the backing, it damages it. Basically, the feminist movement loses steam in layman's terms. Hence, we have proved to you today why out-of-court agreements tangibly harm the feminist movement because of repression, and ideologically harm the feminist movement because of repeat offenses and creating an environment for rape culture, which is why we